Hey, welcome everybody to this new video. So today we have a very special occasion, so we hopefully gonna get a very unique and very special image. But for now, I'm just gonna focus on photography and not tell you anything more. So I'm just gonna hurry up a little bit because behind me we're already going towards golden hour and the light is getting more and more beautiful by the minute. And for now, let me show you my first shot. Trust me, this is gonna be a good one. We're gonna flip the tripod upside down. Yeah. Now I should be able to lower the camera just to where I need it. Perfect, there we go. So yeah, for this shot I actually turned my tripod upside down because I need to get really close to the ground. And that was the only way to do it. Okay, so while walking on the way, I found this very small bush over here. It looks really interesting. It has a lot of interest, little spikes, different colors, some flowers probably growing out, some berries, I have no idea to be honest. It just caught my eye while walking by. And then I was just having a look with the wide angle lens, framing it up, just having a look through the camera basically. And then I realized that right behind you, there's this alley of trees, which is now also catching some beautiful golden light from the sun. And it just works beautifully because I'm using this as a foreground element, going quite a wide angle. I'm pretty much in around 20-22 mil. And then I have this alley of trees as a leading line, leading further back into the landscape. Into, well, you can call it infinity. Very simple shot, foreground element, background, leading line. The berries look very interesting. They have beautiful color and texture and yeah, that's why they caught my attention. Let me tell you, it's not the easiest thing to work your camera upside down. So I'm probably gonna focus stack this one. So aperture, I'm just gonna put it to f11. ISO, which is my ISO? So if you have been following my channel for a while, you're gonna know that I've shot this location before, but there was a sunrise and now we're here at sunset. And that is a very specific reason, because over there we have a very vast and wide view over the whole landscape. And we're gonna need that for whatever will happen in about 30 minutes time. But I'm not gonna spoil you, stay tuned. This will be very cool. I just gotta find some interest for what I want to shoot. And I'm pretty sure that over there in the fields, where I'm just walking towards, there should be some trees which would generate this interest and which are gonna fit this image. So yeah, oh, that's beautiful. Look at the sun peeking through all the branches and the trees. Really great. So yeah, I'm excited. This is really great potential. So I'm just going to take a quick snapshot. Over there's a cornfield and it's beautifully being lit up by the sun. Side light, golden light. It looks beautiful. It creates some shade and some light. Golden color. Yeah, just a quick snapshot, but definitely worth taking. It looks incredible. So I just took another snapshot, just shooting right into the sun through all the branches, just what I've showed you a couple of seconds earlier. So stop down to f27, f22, not 27, because I wanted to get some sun stars. And then the leaves are blowing because there's some wind, and then they're just every now and then showing the sun star. I just hope it's sharp enough, but yeah, just a very cool snapshot. Oh, beautiful actually. There's so much going on at golden light, you can basically point your camera in every direction and get an okay image. I think this is what photography is about, having fun with your camera. Man, if you shoot 500 images in one evening, so be it. man, so beautiful. Look at that. Sun's gonna set over there. Just shot another image over there. There was some hills in a very far distance, also sidelight by the sun, so they had some shades and light in between, just like with the cornfield before, just on hills, so to speak, this time. Really amazing. I shouldn't stare too much in the sun. So have a look over there. Let me zoom in. This is the tree that I have in mind. It's actually a group of trees, but it looks interesting. It looks kind of dead, so to speak, dead wood. But still has a lot of character, also because it's somewhat symmetrical, and I think it's the shape of the tree that really makes it interesting. So I'm going to walk down the field a little bit further just to find a good location, a good spot to frame up this tree. Also, oh, this is beautiful. Have a look at this field, how there's like a diagonal line of light now. So cool. So pretty much gonna think I'm framing up the tree from somewhat here, maybe a little bit further down. Yeah. Also over there behind my tree there's no cloud coverage, which is great. But over there where the sun is gonna set in a couple of minutes, probably 10 more minutes, there's a lot of cloud, which I think is great because that gives a lot of potential for having a colorful sky. So that might not be the only image that we're gonna shoot later. Yeah, just amazing. Actually, I should probably set up, because if I want some diagonal lines in the field, I should shoot them now. So it's gotten incredibly dark and we have a lunar eclipse and it looks glorious. Just very faint, very dark, but on the camera I can make it work. What I'm trying to do is work out a composite, shooting the lunar as it goes through its phases of eclipse. First of all, the blood red, which is right now, and then where it's kind of like half shade and half blue and it's kind of fading more into its normal state again, and then having that transition into multiple images and framing them up and blending them into one composite scene of the landscape. So I'm just taking exposure after exposure, and it's absolutely beautiful. Yeah, I wish I had a longer lens, but for now the 300mm gotta work. Yeah, but this red color is really amazing. So I'm trying to stay below 1 second of exposure time, just because I want the moon to be sharp. It's not moving too fast, but still want it to be very sharp and detailed. Also, you're gonna see that in the video. I have no idea if this is gonna work, but I took a video of the eclipse, and then I'm gonna extract all the single frames from the video and try to stack them, just like you would do in astrophotography, trying to get every last bit of detail out of that. So now I'm at around 100mm, having the landscape, the moon. I'm actually exposing for the moon. Yeah. The first couple of stars are coming out now. Ah man, isn't that a dream job? Almost pitch dark, you can barely see any surroundings around me. In the middle of the field, just shooting a lunar eclipse. Amazing. So, half of the moon is already back into normal lighting conditions, so I think the eclipse is pretty much done. Just gonna take a couple more exposures with bracketing, so I get all the shadow and highlight information, but it's incredibly high dynamic range, so yeah, that's pretty hard. But earlier I actually almost missed it, because I missed the moon. It was pretty much already a good amount in the sky, or like above the horizon, because it was so faint. And then suddenly it got somewhat visible. But yeah, actually at its peak, in the beautiful red color earlier, that was pretty cool to watch, and I got some close-up shots, and then so I think I'm just gonna take a couple more exposures and then call it not a day, a night for this time. So yeah, I'm gonna show you the rest of the images now. Thank you so much for watching. Like, share, subscribe, write a comment. This really helps the channel grow. Thank you for the support. The channel has been really going well the last couple of weeks. I'm really grateful for that.